And we're live. That's right. The first live stream of the year 2025. And there's no one watching. That's beautiful. Mwah. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, man. All right, people. So, as you can see, I'm doing the hashtag Cancelmary today because it's Cancelmary. This is the response to veganuary. Hey, Carrie. Happy New Year. How's everything going, Carrie? All right. So this party is starting today. Yes, yes. All right. So now, as always, we have to do the Leslie Cross thing, otherwise, it's not official the live stream. Thank you, Carrie. So you know it. E.I. Leslie Cross. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sanctis. Amen. All right, Martin Kevin. ¿Qué tal, Martin Kevin? ¿Cómo estás? All right. Now we have something going on. All right. So, as I was saying, cancel Mary, because this is the response to veganuary. You know that campaign about eating plant-based cupcakes for a month to see how it feels like. No, we're doing cancel Mary. We're, we're, we're saying things that will offend people, and we're gonna get canceled for that. Yeah, isn't that what life is all about? Getting canceled. Oh man, yes. Especially on Instagram, where I'm more cancelable than on YouTube. Uh, my Instagram, by the way, you can follow me there. Is at Turning Veganese Official. Yes, that's right. That's my Instagram. Nice to know, Martin Kevin. All right, so right, so this video is also about let's. I'm gonna do a recap of last year. What happened last year in 2024, and give you some update on what's to come for the channel this year. So now, last year, well, there were some things that happened. Some were sad, others were bad, others were good, and others were ugly. I cannot tell you. But one sad note, really, and so I did want to talk about. Um, I still don't know what happened to Cameron. That's really, I don't know what happened. If anyone has any information, I would appreciate it because I know nothing about it. Cameron, Vegan for Kindness was his channel. Then he changed it to Cameron V, I guess. And then one day he simply disappeared from all social media, and we haven't seen from him ever again. I'm actually wearing the shirt, the Vegan for Kindness, that I won at the giveaway that he did, the first one. Um, hey, Ali. Hello. Yeah, I hope he's okay too. I hope he's doing well wherever he is, and here's hoping for the best. Um, thank you so much, Ali. And yeah, it's really sad. He was really, a great, or is. I hope he still is a great guy. Seemed to be one of the kindest people out there, and one of those vegans or those people that you see them and you think, hey, this guy could be anyone's friend. Like he seems so friendly and he got along with everyone, no matter their different opinions or whatever. He found a way to get along with everyone, and I think we can only say nice things about him. He never got into any weird, controversy or anything like that. Not like me, obviously. You know how I am. Oh man, I just can't escape, controversy and stuff like that. But he was really cool, or I hope he still is. Like I was saying. So yeah, Cameron, I don't know what happened. If by any chance you're seeing this or something, man, we miss you so much. But obviously, he doesn't have to come back if he doesn't want to. Maybe pressures of social media got to him. We don't know. Obviously, it's all speculation. We don't know, but it can happen, you know. Hey, yes, don't be cross with Leslie. That's right. And you know, it can happen. You know, before I had any YouTube channel or any Instagram or anything, I used to think that people complaining about trolls and mean comments and stuff were like exaggerating everything. I was like, hey, but you had these many followers and this and that, and those are just strangers commenting there. Who cares what they think? But you know, any comment can get to you, and maybe you know you get these comments day after day, and if you're vegan, it's worse because you get all sorts of horrible comments against you all the time, and worst of all, against the animals that you're trying to defend. So it can get really ugly, you know. So I don't know, maybe something like that was happening. We don't know, but wherever it was, let's just hope he's doing well and wish him the best. Um, Now, so yeah, so some other stuff that happened last year on the negative side. I don't know what, I really don't know what the heck happened to Mike. I don't get it. It's a mystery to me. I don't understand when exactly it happened. Somewhere during last year, I guess, with the entire controversy of the debate bros, the so-called debate bros, and their stance on the carnivore animals and stuff like that. And too much corn. Yeah, probably. Yeah, he consumed way too much corn, and yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. Like his shift in attitude was kind of weird. You know, maybe he was harboring these feelings against some other activists and not saying anything about it, which was the weird. To me, that was the weirdest part. Like his community post, the first one when he talks about his stance and whatever. Um, it's kind of weird. It seems to me like he had these things or these ideas already, and he just wasn't saying anything. And I kind of felt it because at some point we started to not talk or not interact too much with each other. But when he got 500 subscribers, I almost wrote to him to congratulate him and stuff. But then I thought, no, maybe not. Like whatever. But I thought we had like like okay, maybe we don't have an understanding here. Maybe we have a disagreement, but we respect each other or whatever. But no, there was no respect. Um, because then he does this community post, and it's like all kinds of weird. I don't know, man. He just came out as basically as an intersectional and a carnivore, a lion shooter, a lion killer, basically at the same time, which to me was like bloody hell. I mean, that's exactly why I don't like intersectionalism. Well, there's many reasons for why I don't like it, but that's one of them. We cannot let our difference of opinions on political issues or social issues um, drive a wedge between us as vegans, because that's the thing. And one of the things when I made my channel, I wanted to make a channel that welcomed everyone from any walk of life, any political, opinion, any religion, any sexuality, whatever. But at the end, it's just not gonna be possible because everybody wants to have their opinion known, and it's like, aside from veganism, if you're a vegan, I don't want to know your opinion on other things. I really don't. I don't really want it. We don't need it. So you can just mm, shut up and just talk about animals. But no, people have to make this thing about themselves too, and that's the problem. That is made it possible for every person ever to have their opinions in a public space, and it's created this weird main character syndrome where everyone feels like their opinion is the one that matters, and everyone feels like they have, oh yeah, I have something to say about this and that, and they want to cancel everyone else who doesn't feel like it and create these weird tribes and campaigns against them and stuff like that. It's weird. That's not what this should be about. And in veganism, when we're trying to fight for animal liberation, we can we can't afford to have these divisions and stuff. So I had people tell me, like in DMs and stuff, like, hey, I mean, would you work with someone like a Trump voter or something like that, or a racist or this or that? Man, yes, because even if you have a terrible opinion on some group of humans or whatever, if you want to set the animals free, you can't. You're a vegan. I mean, a weird one, sure, but a vegan nonetheless. And Trump voter, I mean, why can't a Trump voter be a vegan? I think they can, and I know a few. Why can't they be vegan? The only thing I would request for them is to, not talk about politics, you know, and keep it about the animals, which for the most part they do. But man, we all know who the intersectionals mainly are. We know where that comes from, which side of the political spectrum they come from, and it's the leftists. So yeah, they just can't help themselves. They have to talk about it. They have to say something. Otherwise, they just can't shut up. So that's just what it is. Yeah, cancel Mary. Yes, we must focus on the animals. Yes, that's what I've been saying, but nobody pays attention to that. So there was this horrible, nasty campaign on Instagram, by the way. Um, some intersectionals for Palestine, I guess, they were trying to target and cancel Instagram accounts of different vegans uh, that were either working with Jewish people or were Jewish themselves, like Jewish vegans. And I think that's absolutely horrible. If someone is a vegan, why are you trying to cancel them or whatever over something that, it's like, it's just your political opinion? So I don't know. They were targeting them, and it got really nasty. Like they were trying to disclose their information, like their personal information, where they live, stuff like that, sending threats to them. Um, it got really terrible. I don't know if it's still happening, but there were many accounts that were doing that on Instagram. And maybe there was some of that on TikTok and other ones, but I only use YouTube and Instagram, so that's the only ones I know. Um, exactly, yeah. Instagram is absolutely insane, yeah. So all of those accounts were doing this, and I don't see any Jewish person trying to do a cancellation of the other, uh, all of those Palestine people or whatever. They're not trying to do any of that. They're not even saying, "Hey, if you don't support Israel, you're not a vegan." They're just trying to defend themselves, and this is what they get. They get attacked by this crazy mob. It's absolutely ridiculous. Um, Insta with lots of crazy stuff. Yeah, Instagram is absolutely insane, and that's not a nice thing to do. It doesn't help. The worst part last year was when they were holding a. It was the National Animal Rights Day, I guess. They were holding some kind of event. Uh, and it was in Israel they were doing it, and so these pro-Palestine people were trying um, to cancel the event and stuff because it was in Israel. We're like, what the heck are you doing? That's for the animals, man. Like, I don't know, man. It's just the non-quantity is really strong with those people, with those angry mob people um, of the leftist variety. So yeah, sorry I'm late. Didn't get the notification. Don't worry, Josh Banks. Uh, You're here, and that's what counts. Yeah, it's anthropocentrism. Yeah, that's what it is. So I don't know, people trying to make veganism about themselves and trying to make it neutral. Hey, Revolta is here. That's nice. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to keep it very neutral. But is it going to happen? Can I keep it neutral in 2025? We'll see. Maybe I'll snap and start telling my side of the, my side of the story. Who knows? I hope not. I don't want to talk about anything else other than animals. Um, but I don't know, man. Like other people cannot shut up about other stuff, so whatever. So yeah, another stuff that happened last year. That was when what I was saying. Yeah, with Mike. I don't know what happened, but whatever, man. Like I don't know. And then yeah, the other thing that happened was, as we all know, Sky went bonkers. Man, I wouldn't want to get crossed with it. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. So yeah, that's another thing that kind of happened. It was kind of weird. Hey, random gal. Hi, how you doing? So yeah. I mean, that was the best part of the NumCut of the year, and then, to me, that's my favorite part, really. And it wasn't even mine. Little Vegan Artist and I created the in memoriam segment together. I mean, he came up with the idea, and we started, bouncing off ideas of each other, um, and what to say, who to include in the in memoriam segment, and what it would say. Oh man, but it was really funny. He came up with the with with, with the one about Sky, and it was hilarious. It was really a funny surprise to me when I saw it, because he showed it to me first, obviously, and I had to give him like my review and my approval, whatever. So when I saw that one, man, that was just so funny. And the pictures that he used, man, that was just, it was perfect. It was freaking perfect. It was the best moment of the oh man. And then he put me in there, and he said something about me, something, but I did change the thing that it said about me, but he put me in there. I was like, hey, yeah. But I thought that was funny, so I was like, hey, you know what? Yeah, include me too. Um, what's funny about that segment is how butthurt all the people mentioned were. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Everyone got upset with that, and it's just, guys, you need to understand, the non part of the year is just a funny thing I do at the end of the year. Okay, it's not to be taken too seriously. Yes, obviously, some people have terrible opinions about animals, and it's sad, and it's terrible, and it is infuriating. But the non part is just to make fun, kind of fun of them and stuff like that. Some people do some kind of weird thing. It's fun to mention. That's all there is to it. It's just a funny reference. Doesn't mean anything else. But many people were taking it way too seriously. um like I don't know, everyone just took it way too seriously, and it wasn't meant like that, but hey, whatever. Did you guys hear that Vegan Gains is getting divorced? Oh man, really? I can't picture why. He's a lovely fellow. Hey, John Doe is here. Awesome. Yeah, the guy doing the live stream. Yeah, I forgot my name too. I'm AJ now because I don't even know what my real name was. Hi, John. How's things? Can say I'm surprised though. Yeah. So I don't know. So the thing was, like, I remember prior to the NumCat, Sky was messaging me like, "Hey, we have to expose vegan gains and this and that." I was like, "Expose what? He's just a dumb guy from the internet. Who cares? Like, it's just it's nothing too serious. And he ended up winning the Namquat, the vegan games. But that doesn't mean anything. It's just a funny thing. That's it. And then David Arenas also went kind of crazy on George Martin. He was like, oh yeah, because like I had to shut him down. I was like, no, dude, the in memoriam, the part about George, hating life because he got married and stuff. It's just poking fun at the whole cliche of the guy who gets married and it's miserable, whatever. That cliche of the like, oh, R.I.P. dude, you got married, your life is over, that kind of thing. And because he has this euphemism idea, ending all suffering, whatever. So I don't know. It was just to poke fun of those two things. So nothing to be taken too seriously. George kind of got upset, and which was not the idea. And then David was like, yeah, that's because you're a welfarist and this. And I was like, no, David, it's not, because it's none of that. It's because it's because of the euphemism and stuff. Like, so calm down. Don't take it too seriously. But I don't know. Everyone took it personal. I don't know why. Um, what do you think of Terry Regan? I don't think of Terry. Yeah, I don't either. But you know what? I kinda feel bad for him now, because there was this thing where uh, Kane and even Mike is saying on this, which is the weirdest part. Why would Mike entertain, Kane and his ridiculous ideas? I don't know, but Kane got his channel deleted, and now he came up with two new channels. I don't know, man, it's terrible. But the thing is, he was trying to target other people, amongst them Terry Regan, and Terry Regan made a video about it, complaining about that, and Mike responded mocking him and stuff. And it's like, dude, you're trying to ruin someone else's life just because you don't agree with them. That's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't agree with Terry Regan. He's one of those intersectional Palestine people. But you know what? Whatever. It's his opinion. At the end of the day, I don't like it. I don't have to like it or interact with that. But I'm not going to ruin his entire life over it. And that's the problem with these childish trolls, that they don't understand this. And Mike entertaining this type of behavior, that's just very disappointing. I get the impression that Mrs. Gaines, yeah, who cares? That's just their personal life. I don't really care about anyone's personal life. Against Terry, well, I don't know. I don't know about that. They need to grow up. Who's Terry and who's Mike? Yeah, Terry Regan is some guy, some intersectional guy, communist, whatever. And Mike is Michael Tooney, the formerly known as Mike the Corn King or Mike the Musical Vegan Beast. To Kane yesterday. He does some great speeches lately. He's doing great. I mean, yeah, but that's Kane CDA, right? Not Kane with a K, Kane with a C. The other Kane, I don't know, man. There's so many Kanes now. I don't know. But yeah, CDA, yeah, he's cool for the most part. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So what was I saying? Last year, the Namcot, yeah. So yeah, and in the end, I don't know what happened with the Sky. Is that, yeah, sadly our relationship, well, we found we reached an impasse. He had some ideas, I had other ideas, we didn't agree on them, and he decided to do a complete 180, and he decided to pursue other stuff, get new friends, whatever. But okay, bye then. So yeah, I don't know, that was kind of sad. And and he started saying things that I wasn't even saying. That's the worst part, when they put words in your mouth that you're not even saying. I never said to ban any book. This happened because of the NOMQUAT. There was the literary NOMQUAT category or NOM category where the nominees were like Tobias Leonard with his book and some other books. I was like, okay, these books are terrible. I didn't say ban them. I didn't say anything like that. I'm just saying they're not vegan. That's all I'm criticizing here. I never said ban those books. So I don't know. Just keep putting words in my mouth that I never said. So that's really upsetting to me. And that's the thing. They keep strawmanning my position and the position of others to make it seem crazy or whatever, or to attack it easily. But the thing that happened, or the big controversy that happened with Arenas, Cliff Grant, all that, is that our our criticism comes from a place of, hey, you're an activist, you're out there every day, you're talking to people on the street. So what are you saying to them? What's the kind of message that you're sending every time you go out there? I'm not going out there, that's right, but you are. I don't have thousands of followers. You do. So you have a responsibility greater than I do. And when you talk to people on the street or when you talk to anyone and you say to them stuff that lead them to believe that veganism is some kind of diet to reduce suffering, you're not doing it right. I don't care if you've been 25 years holding a sign in front of SeaWorld going, yeah, don't swim with fishes because they suffer. You're you're not doing it. That's not what we're trying to do. We need to free the animals from exploitation. And that's all of the animals from all of the exploitation. And that's it. And you keep talking about crop debts and talking about use of land and reducing water use and saving the planet and doing this or emissions from cow, and it's a never-ending argument. Those are just utilitarian calculations that will never end. The arguments are going to be endless. But no one can argue against freedom. No one can argue that the animals are, in fact, individuals who have lives that belong to them morally, if not legally right now, but morally they do. So there's no argument against it. There's no cows emissions against it. There's no crop debts against it. There's nothing that justifies that. Because you would have to use crop debts to justify putting a bear on a pink tutu riding a unicycle. Is that because crop debts? So crop debts exist, so you can do that to a bear? No, right? You wouldn't think that. It would be absolutely fucking crazy. So that's exactly the point here. Like the point is, animal exploitation is wrong because animals are individuals whose lives belong to them. End of story. That's it. Easy to say, easy to convey, easy to explain. But these people, they don't want that because it doesn't create all the clickbaity titles and the content that they want to create. And that's the problem with these activists. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wait, who said something about cancer? What? I missed kind of all of this in conversation. What happened here? Say you can criticize a film because you never made a film yourself. Yeah, exactly. John, you don't have any disease if you're dead. Okay, wow. In case I really engaging with them again, them saying something like that. Is January the Pride Month for vegans? Yeah, exactly. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be, but it's becoming that, and it's really annoying. I think they are less evil. Yeah, it's not a thing. You don't try to respect animals for a month. Yeah, exactly. Thoughts on veganery? Do you think it's counterproductive to the movement? Oh, yeah. And that is why they try to mock and shut down people like you are arenas. They make a living out of misinforming people and love getting all the attention. Exactly, exactly this. That's what's happening with those misinformers. Cancer is healthy. Oh man, what is that? They want to feel like celebrities and be glorified. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, veganery. Yeah, that's why I'm doing Cancer Mary. Yeah, it's here in the thing, Cancer Mary. Terry Regan called. Yeah. Well, that's the leftists' preferred term. Everyone I don't like is a Nazi. Everyone I don't like is literally Hitler. Oh my God, you are literally Hitler. If you have a different idea, like, no, dude, no one is literally Hitler except Hitler. Literally, Hitler is Hitler. Everyone else is not Hitler. Okay, so oh man. Which, by the way, I found out recently through the magic of Instagram that there was a guy whose actual name was, get this, Gay Hitler. That was his name. Gay Hitler. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's the best name ever. It's just the best name. Oh, man. And there was another guy called George Washington Hitler. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the story is about that, but that's funny. But to me, Gay Hitler has to be the greatest name ever to exist. Terry calls everyone a Nazi. We're Jewish Hungarians in World War II, and he called me a Nazi. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. They call everyone a Nazi and whatever. These leftists, that's what they do. Autocorrect. What did you say, John Doe? Okay. Jasmine Gaines. Jasmine is that the guy's wife or whatever? Okay. So yeah, Jasmine Gaines. Uh, is that Vivian Gaines' wife? Well, Um, so yeah, what was I don't know, something about suffering, and yeah, I suffer every time these people talk about suffering. And now we have this other publication. Oh, this was terrible. This Dr. Faraz Harsini and some guy, what was the guy, Dawkins? Oh man, like signing a book or whatever. I'm like, bro, Harsini, you're not understanding it. Veganism is not about suffering. How many, uh, you know, it's we're done. The animals are doomed. Everyone's just talking about suffering, and this thing is never gonna happen. Veganism is not gonna happen if we don't stop talking about suffering. She's not free. Clean up after a big giant man baby. Right. Oh man. No, Faraz Harsini um, is another. No, just another one of those suffering guys, and reducing and lab grown meat promoter and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. Like he talks about exploitation and stuff like that. But not really. Are turning retardees. Oh man, I wouldn't say that, but I would say that intersectional vegans. The problem with them is that there's no intersection. Like animals aren't being discriminated for being gay or black or whatever. They're not even being discriminated. We just use them because we think they're not alive, or their life are not they're only worth what we can take from them, not because they have an intrinsic value. So it's not the same as when someone doesn't like, when some white Karen is like, oh no, there's a black guy in my neighborhood, like it's not the same thing. you know, I don't think. Well, back for us wrote the LC definition on a chalkboard. Yeah, I saw that, but yeah, he did it, but he doesn't understand it because that's the other thing. They spin the concept to make it seem like exploitation means that what's wrong with exploitation is that it causes massive suffering when it isn't, because exploitation doesn't necessarily lead to suffering. There are ways to exploit animals without them probably even noticing or whatever. But it's still exploitation. For example, I found out recently, you remember I did this live stream about the theme parks and Disney and stuff like that. Well, turns out Disney, in one of the theme parks, is Animal Kingdom. And in that Animal Kingdom, there's a new tiger that was just born. And they have this thing, they're doing this thing called Tiger Tuesdays, by the way. So every Tuesday you can tune in, I think on YouTube or something, and you can watch the tiger on a live stream with his mother tiger. And you can see the tigers, as a show, as it some kind of Truman show, but for tiger. And it's called Tiger Tuesdays, I think. And that's exploitation. They are exploiting the animal, right? But the animal doesn't know he's on TV. He doesn't know he's being watched. He's not suffering technically from it, but Disney is making money with Tiger Tuesday or whatever. Like they're making, like, so that's the thing. They're exploiting the animal for views and whatnot. So there you go. So no, what's wrong with exploitation is not that it causes suffering, it's that you're using someone as something when they're not. They are an individual. So you shouldn't use them. So there you go. Now I'm pretty sure some people like this idiot Gord and other consequentialists would say, well, what's wrong with the Tiger TV show? It's not like the Tiger. Who cares if they know or not? They're being used. That's what's wrong. Ergan, joder. So there you go. That's your photograph of a bird, hypothetical taken to reality. There's a tiger show on TV. Absolutely ridiculous. Gotta go. I'm trying to check back in a bit. This is still going. Okay, John Doe, goodbye. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing. Like exploitation is wrong, regardless of the level of suffering or whatever. No, they're not in a sanctuary. That's the other thing. They are in what effectively is a zoo. They don't call it that, but it is what it is. And as any other zoo or animal exploitation park or place, they say they're trying to do conservation efforts and stuff like that. They don't say that. No, it's for conservation. We're trying to preserve the species or whatever. No, you're not. You just want to exploit different exotic species and whatnot. So you're not fooling anyone, or at least you're not fooling me. Might be fooling someone else, but I know what you're doing. So yeah, Tiger Tuesdays, absolutely not. That's horrible. Um, and you know what's funny? Speaking of this Disney thing, at the Animal Kingdom, by the way, plastic straws are banned. Plastic straws are banned. What? Because of the animals. So a place that exploits animals bans plastic straws to not hurt the animals that they are exploiting. And balloons are also banned because of the animals. And it closes earlier than the other parks. And they don't do any shows because the other parks do like shows with lights and fireworks and stuff like that at night. But this one closes earlier to not bother the animals that are there. and stuff like that. They don't make as much sound or anything like that. They don't make so much noise in that. So it's weird. It's like, okay, you created a problem bringing animals here that shouldn't be here, but to not bother them, we're going to ban these plastic straws and balloons and stuff like that. What? Uh, no, I mean, yeah. And obviously, that place has a bunch of restaurants where they serve you the remains of dead animals. So there you go. I don't know, but paper straws, that's what's gonna save them. We truly live in a clown world, you know. We really do live in a clown world. What do you think about Justin Trudeau? Ah, man, he resigned way too late. I wanted to, man, I think it's a great news, but too late. He should have, at first, he shouldn't have been elected Prime Minister of Canada. Never. I hope no other leftist ever wins in Canada. They turn it into some shit show of a country. Um, are they letting the animals eat rubbish? Paper straws. Yeah, that's the thing. They tell you don't feed the animals because, this and that, and don't bring, plastic and stuff. And then, like, they ban plastics, they ban stuff that can hurt them and stuff. It's ridiculous because they still have animals there who are slaves. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. But that's the clown world where we live in. And I'm pretty sure some activists would say, well, that's a small victory. Would you prefer that they still have plastic straws or no plastic straws? This is better. No, idiot, it's not better because there's still slavery there. What would be better if that the animal kingdom was like holograms or animatronics or stuff like that instead of actual animals? That would be better. And that the restaurants wouldn't serve any, corpses or bodily secretions. That would be the best thing to do. But no, that's not what they're gonna give you. So paper straw. Paper straw. That's just man alive. Oh man, it's just, and then these pragmatic vegans with their tactical welfare, you know. Oh man, they're so ridiculous. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, that's what I had to say about that. So yeah, that's the year 2024. What a year! Yeah, we had a bunch of non-quats. This year we have a whole other bunch of non-quats. Did you coin the word non-quat? Yes. Well, actually, kind of no, because the word already kind of existed in some way. It has some other meaning. What the hell is tactical welfare? I was going to make a video about that actually. Yeah, tactical welfare. I kind of didn't. I don't know. I didn't really coin the word, but I did came up with my definition of numquat, which is a dumb like a dumb person who says dumb things about animals, vegans, or veganism in general. So that's a numquat in my book, or in the. My dream is to have it in the Urban Dictionary someday. What the hell is tactical welfare? Yeah, tactical welfare. Oh, yeah. I was gonna do a video. With those videos where it's one guy, but he plays like two parts. So one part was going to be one of those debate bro types, going like, bro, bro, you gotta hear this, bro. Tactical welfare, bro. Oh man, it's like welfare, bro, but it's tactical. It's just so ridiculous, man. Uh, is Alex O'Connell turning okay? But why are you saying retardist? That's terrible. Um, how do we hear a word put in the Urban Dictionary? Yeah, Alex O'Connell is garbage, but whatever. But this year we already have a bunch of Nonquats lined up for the Nonquat of the year, and it's just the first days of January, so I don't even know what else is there the rest of the year. Um, so it's just it's been terrible. I already have like 10 candidates lined up, including that Chef Molly. So now I'm gonna talk about this year, 2025, and the things that are coming to the channel, my plans and stuff like that. So now, Chef Molly, a candidate again, this time because her restaurant shut down finally. She's crying victim, saying that vegans attacked me and now the restaurant is closing. Wah, wah, wah. Well, I'm sorry, lady, but you betrayed the animals. What do you want? And by the way, I think someone mentioned something long ago about bison burgers and stuff. Yeah, exactly. She was serving bison burgers. Um, Bison burgers, and that's just disgusting. Now, cow burgers or bison, there is the same exploitation, but a different species, but same exploitation. But it sounds kind of weird, right? Like bison burgers. I mean, why? And she was serving also like tallow fries. I mean, that was just nasty. Um, it's the best news about the rest. Yeah, the only good news about the restaurant is that it closed. That's just ugh. That lady is just terrible. You look her up on Instagram. She's worse than I thought. I thought she was like at first I thought okay maybe she was an actual vegan who was struggling financially and kind of made the hurtful decision to exploit animals again, and maybe she's kind of questionable but means well or something. No, not even that. She's one of those crazy anti-vegans with sob stories and horror stories of I was sick and now I'm drinking raw milk and I feel great. Like what the fuck, lady? No, you don't. Oh man. Hello, Brenton. Yeah. So her getting so mad about the vegans. Yeah, exactly. She's crying victim now, but she was never a victim. She was victimizing animals, and deservedly so. She had to shut down because what did she expect? Which is kind of weird. Like if you're blaming your poor sales on vegans because vegans are not showing up to your restaurant anymore, something like that. Okay, but if your clientele was vegans, why did you think that including animals in on the menu was going to bring in more people? Like I don't know. I don't know. It was just weird. Like why blame it on the menu? Just do better marketing. Do better publicity. Do something else. Try to do something original. No, I now buy some burger. Like what the fuck? I don't even know you. Who the heck are you? I don't even know who you are. Who the heck is Brenton Tarrant? But okay. So yeah. I did nothing wrong. What? I don't know you. Okay, so all right. So all right. Um oh man. So now this Molly person. So okay. So yeah, that happened. So that's good. That's a good thing. Molly, her restaurant is no more. AJ, I dislike Islam too. Okay, good to know. All right, so yeah, as I was saying, the number of the year. Oh, it's the New Zealand guy. I don't know who's the New Zealand guy. I don't know. I don't know who this Brenton is. All right, so non-con of the year 2025. Yeah, it's there's already a bunch of candidates. There was this guy who was crossbreeding the sheep and goats or some other animal. He made a hybrid animal. I don't know, was some weird guy. That was ugh, absolutely terrible. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she got what was coming to her. So yeah, that guy's gonna be a candidate for sure. Yeah, absolutely nasty. I don't know why he came up with that idea, but whatever. And okay, so 2025. What's coming on the channel? Well, March to the first Tuesday of March, we have Dear AJ returning. Yes, Dear AJ returns for another season. Third season of Dear AJ is gonna start March the 4th. It's gonna be on a Tuesday. So look forward to that. And always messing with animals playing. Yeah. Allergy friendly restaurant and then start selling peanuts. Of course you lose your clients. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Like, oh, the peanut allergy people started attacking me. Yeah, what do you think? Like, yes, exactly. The AJ will return. That's gonna be on March. Why March? Because January and February are way too cold. There's actually a cold front right now. I'm kind of cozy here in my apartment, but it's really tough out there. It's kind of chilly actually right now. Um, what about the news? Yeah, I know, Martin Kevin, that you love that segment. And hey, who wouldn't? That segment was freaking hilarious. Um, yeah, I do have something to say about it. I would like to do that segment again, but like I said, my computer is just not. It's just not doing it. It's just terrible. So if if I get if I get more of a budget, um, I will probably make that one again, the vegan news with the animation style and stuff. Which, by the way, I wanted to use to also do this animated sitcom that I was planning on doing the Numquats. It's a crazy Numquat family where where the parents are not vegan, but the kids are kind of going vegan and stuff. So there's that dynamic of the parents not understanding these new ideas or things that are new to them, whatever, and the kids trying to rebel against the parents, stuff like that, but with a vegan twist. So I don't know. um, so yeah, and then yeah, the turning vegan news. Yeah, I wanted to do more of that, but like I said, I'm gonna need a better computer because this one is just it takes too long to render anything and it's a pain trying to do anything on that program. So I need like a more powerful um, computer. And anything else? Yeah, the Phantom, by the way, might return this year for Fantober. I mean, I think you guys liked Fantober last year. It was a fun segment where he was doing different rants on different things that he found annoying. So, oh, man. But yeah, the Fantober and his holiday special or his about the Oreo mice experiments. Yeah, Oreo is totally canceled now. But I think it's kind of weird because it's not really Oreo that's doing that. It's just Mondelez, the company that owns Nabisco, which is the company that produces Oreo. But Mondelez has always been a horrible exploitation company, so I don't know what the shock is what they're doing to mice now. They've always done that. So I don't know what the big deal is today. Like, what's the outrage? They've always been that way. Something. Yeah, exactly. Do you think killing Muslim is vegan? What? No, not really. The Phantom was a menace. Yeah, in New South Wales. No one cares about where you live. return wasn't an unquote. Okay. Um, okay, I don't know what's going on, but really, Brenton, if you came here to be like some kind of troll or some kind of dum dum, you can leave. Um, okay, Vegan Realm, blah, 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 Dear AJ, the news, non quite. Ah, yeah. So, another thing I wanted to do, I mean, if I had yeah, probably, who knows? At this point, it could be anyone really, any one of the trolls. Could be Zack Attack, Red Briar, the other guy, Garuda Legends, who knows? At this point, could be any one of them, you know? I really don't care, nor do I have time for that. Okay. In fact, you know what? Bye. That's it. That's it. Uh, yeah, these trolls really have no occupation, right? It's amazing. I really want to know what's their like regular day to day life. Like, what do they do for a living? Because they clearly don't work or anything. That's right. Adios, muchachos. All right. Yeah. All right. So you know what? You know what I wanted to do. Something that I really wanted to do with the channel. I don't know. Maybe not with this channel. Maybe it could be like an alternate channel or something. Years ago, there was this show called Man versus Food, which it was a show that I liked. Um, and Obviously, I hate it now when I think about it. But it gave me an idea to do vegan versus food and go to different, vegan restaurants. Man, and try to eat their menu items and stuff, and get like a challenge, like a vegan food challenge or something. There's many restaurants. It's interesting. There's many vegan restaurants here in Houston. Um, it's crazy. Like, you wouldn't think that Houston would be a place where there would be too many places or stuff, but it is. It's really interesting, and there are many of these restaurants that I would like to visit and maybe make like some kind of review about it. So I don't know. That might happen, but I don't know. Maybe if I get better equipment and stuff, I'll do it. I don't think that guy was a troll, and probably not, but he was really annoying. Talking about Muslims and stuff, and I don't know, dude. Like, that's what I'm trying to not do. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. That could be a nice idea, something different and fun. And yeah, I don't know. But I don't know if it'll happen or not. So, so yeah, but for 2025, Dear AJ returns. If I get more of a budget, I might come back with the vegan news and maybe, I mean, the vegan realm. Uh, I wanted to make more of that, but I was not happy with the production quality of that show. So I wanted to do something more elaborate, but it's not going to be possible right now. So I'm putting it on the fridge right now. It's just sitting there. It's not doing much, but at some point it might return with some other stuff. Um, Thank you, Martin Kevin. So yeah, it might return. I don't know. Um, so that's what 2025 might look like. Um, I Maybe I'll bring some guests to the channel to talk with them too. There's the thing with the two potatoes talking. That's the project that I'm doing with my friend Revolta, but we haven't kind of figured out a schedule that could work and stuff like that. We're still figuring it out, but it's gonna happen. Hopefully this year it's gonna kick off with the two potato stocking. That's gonna be awesome. Sounds really exciting. Yes, exactly. And yeah, that vegan versus food, I would like to do that one, because it would be fun. I would be eating like, plant-based pizzas and burgers all the time. Ah, yeah, I want that. Oh man, but because the guy, the man versus food, that's what he did. He went to different restaurants across the U.S. and ate all the food and whatnot. So I kind of want to do the same, but with vegan. Yeah, these two different time zones. Yes, it makes everything more complicated. Yeah, yeah. The time zone uh, complication, whatever, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff. Like sometimes there's something to do, or there's some other thing, and something. There's always something. So, it happens. That's life. So, Uh, I mean, right now I'm doing this live stream, but at any point I could be getting a call because I'm working on a project that is more of a side thing. It's nothing to do with the channel or anything. But at any time I could be getting a call, and I have to shut down this and start working. So it's like I don't know. So it might happen at any point. So that's why I wasn't doing live streams and stuff because I was busy with some other stuff. And yeah, I'm still doing that project, so it could happen. And that's the thing. But I want to do more live streams. That's the thing I want to do this year too. I want to do more live streams. So probably I will not be doing too much of the pre-recorded content except when Dear AJ comes back. That's gonna be recorded, obviously. And then I don't know if you've seen my short videos. I did a short video recently with the yeah, this joke that obviously not everyone understood the joke of the PlayStation controller. Oh man, with the cross button. And what's funny is that yes, it's got a cross button. That button is called cross. It's not an X. The X is a letter. That's not a letter. That's a cross shape. So it's different. So that's why I came up with the joke of the why do vegans love PlayStation now? It's because of the cross button. Obviously, a reference to Leslie Cross and the whole thing with the dogmatic cross, whatever. It was just to poke fun at all that. It was an inside joke, so to speak. But not everybody caught it. Not everybody understood, and some were like, "No, but that's still an X or whatever." Like, no, it's a cross. This is a cross button, no, but an X. It's not a. It's not the letter X. But hey, I don't know. Some get it, some don't. What can I tell you? And I did another short video, which was really funny, with Sky. It was Sky going like, "Oh, Bartleby." Oh man. Oh man. This guy's grumbling about the crosscuts every time I tune in. Oh yeah, exactly. It's become a sad show, really. But so yeah, I did that video. Oh Bartleby, oh, what are we gonna do, Bartleby? And what's funny is that voice, that's actually a reference to yeah, there was this video game in the 90s, like a Resident Evil wannabe game called Deep Fear. And on that game there was a character called Dubois. And this Dubois guy was like this French uh, flamboyant gay character. So the guy's voice was like that. It was like, "Oh, what are we gonna do?" So I thought that was hilarious. So I did that short video with Sky, like, "Bartleby, oh, what are we gonna do?" I thought it was funny, Oh, Bartleby, talk to me. You sounded like a puppet. Yeah, that's you should do voices for any animation or puppets. Yeah, actually, I was. I was doing, I mean, like almost 20 years ago, I got involved in voice acting a little bit, but it was like amateur stuff, nothing too serious. But I did some work in voiceover and stuff because I do have kind of a, let's say, unique voice, and I can do different voices like this. Oh man. Oh, madre mía. Oh man. So yeah. Uh, oh man. Yeah, I'm also not a fan of AI voices on videos. I don't like you. You can tell it's AI. It's so fake. It's ridiculous. Which, by the way, Cliff Grant also made some comments about my voice sounding like I, had swallowed helium or whatever. It's like I don't mind. I don't know why he did that. Like, doesn't matter. Like, I know that my voice sounds like a cartoon mouse or something. I doesn't offend me. Like, you know, yeah, oh ouch, you got me. You know, my voice. Oh no, what? Like, I say that myself all the time. Yes, my voice is weird. Whatever. you know, that's why people don't take me seriously because I'm 5'2" and I have a cartoon mouse voice. So yeah, people don't really take me seriously. When I'm joking, they take it seriously and get offended. And when I'm serious, they laugh at me. So I cannot win. What can I tell you? Voice though. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Voice though. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, I don't know. Every time someone imitates me, they're always going like this, like, "Yeah, I'm AJ." Wah, wah. I don't know. That's why when the Phantom did the impressions, he did the impression of me that way, like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm AJ. You're an Umquad, and you're an." For some reason, that's how people imitate me. I don't hear myself like that. Hey, that's what people hear. I don't know. Yeah. I could do a good penguin. I could be a good voiceover for the penguin, or maybe I could do the character because I'm kind of short and bald and fat and bald like Danny DeVito. So could be a penguin. Yeah, yeah. Your voice, eh? I was just thinking you are good with voices. Yeah, I know, I know. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, man, I could be the penguin. Yeah. Oh man, but really. Oh man, you know, crazy. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's been what, 1 hour? Yeah, I think I've covered all that I wanted to say today. I don't know if there's any more to say, except okay, we covered the numquad, the news, the vegan. Right? Yeah, I think it's all for now. Um, oh yeah, I'm gonna do. Yeah, I have several live streams. Yeah, in store. So yeah, then I'll be doing more of that soon. And yeah, so what else? What else? What else is there? Yeah, not much. Yeah. So remember, yeah. Well, when March, yeah, when the date starts getting closer to March, it's gonna be March the 4th when I'm gonna do the Dear AJ again. I'm gonna make a video so that you guys send me your questions there on that video, the comment section, so I can read them off there and while I do the video. Because that's what and it's funny because that's the other thing I wanted to say. Like, Dear AJ, what's funny about that is that it became exactly the thing that I wanted it to be at first. Because at first, obviously, I didn't have any actual questions from people. I just had things I wanted to talk about. So I made it as if I was getting like emails or stuff with like questions from people. Well, it was just me trying to talk about the things I wanted to talk about. So, But then it became something that actual people started to ask me questions, and that's you guys. So thank you for that. I love all the questions. Little Vegan Artist, I don't know, asked me like 100 questions. I think I answered most of them. Maybe not all of them, but I think most of them were answered. And that was really fun. Obviously, I do the fake out where I'm like angry at all the questions and stuff like that. And I'm not really angry. I freaking love doing that. And the reason questions on your IG stories also. Ah, yeah, too. But my secret is that now I'm actually reading the questions of my television. So I put my YouTube channel on the television and I read the questions from the comment section there. So that's why I do it that way. Because otherwise, I have to like, I understand like a weird setup well, what I was doing before, I was using my computer, so I was doing the thing with the keyboard and stuff. If you remember the first episodes with the keyboard, where I go like this, like, oh yeah, let's see, where's that thing? Oh no, this is some other stuff now. Yeah, and I did the fake out stuff, but I had the questions already written there. Um, yeah, so I could do some of that too, I guess. But then I found out that it was easier to just read the questions of the comment section on YouTube from my TV and just record myself. So I don't know. It was just easier to do. But yeah, it could work. Maybe I'll do the IG thing and make people ask me questions over there too. Which, by the way, is weird that I have like 1,000 followers on Instagram and I have only 270, give or take, followers here or subscribers here on YouTube. It's kind of weird. It's like too much of a difference. So I don't know. Maybe for some reason my Instagram just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it's because most people I don't know, are more into that kind of platform than into YouTube. I don't know, but there's a great difference between that. So I'm very active on Instagram. I'm always posting stories and reels and stuff like that. So you want to check that out? I'm there all the time at Turning Veganese Official. And yeah, now, yeah, and the other reason why Dear AJ existed, actually, that's the title is really just an homage to this thing. There's a column called Dear Abby, where this Abby lady answers questions from people, but she answers stuff about relationships and stuff. So I took the Dear Abby concept and made it Dear AJ, and that's why it's called Dear AJ. Oh man, it's because of the Dear Abby. So yeah. Oh man, and yeah, that's fun. And I did that because I wanted to make different videos about different topics and stuff, but I wasn't sure how to. I was always too awkward in front of the camera and stuff. So that kind of frame made it easier for me to kind of do the video. It's like, oh, they're asking this. Okay, this is what I think, this and that. So it made it easier for me to do than just me going on whatever rambling or on whatever issue. So I don't know. It's always easier to do. So I don't know. That's returning this year. My hope is that I can make it at least 5 seasons, so I could make it around 100, rounded to 100 episodes. Because how many more questions can I answer, really? So I think 100 episodes is more than enough. I don't know. So yeah, this one's gonna be another 20 episodes. So yeah. Well, that's what I want to talk about. So we can be saying our goodbyes right now. Thank you everyone who showed up, even the trolls or not trolls or whatever that guy was. And remember, veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of animals. That's what it is. You want to make it about something else? that's your thing, pal. But That's not what it is. So cheers. And yeah, obviously, thanks for the stream and the updates. Looking forward to your content. Yes, thank you, thank you. So as always, we need to close it with Leslie Cross. That's right. Bye, people.